What's up YouTube? We have another spicy aggro deck today, making use of a lot of the new cards that we got with the Beyond the Bandlewood expansion. Shout out to NicMakesPlays for this deck. I got the idea from him and just changed a few cards that I thought were better suited and had the deck be more well-rounded. So the core idea of this deck is basically landmark aggro. We play Akshan just as a very efficient early unit, as well as Ziggs, who flips super easily in this list. And we try to get a mixture of a lot of stats onto the board and just hit them with a lot of units. Some of them have Overwhelm, like Wastewalker for example. And the Absolver is a super effective finisher in this one, especially if you put it on Ziggs. Ziggs already damages his blocker, and then if you pump him up with Overwhelm, he does even more Nexus damage. The 3-drops are really the bread and butter of this deck. Endless Devote, one of the craziest cards of the new expansion, which is, in this deck, very easy to pop the Sarcophagus, which means you're basically playing a 3-mana unit for a total of 8 attacks, 6 health, and a fearsome tag. And it also enables other stuff, like for example Desert Naturalist, that needs a sacrificial landmark, and that combo is so crazy. Endless Devote on 3, have it die in combat. Desert Naturalist on turn 4 means for 4 mana you get a 2/4, a 5/4, and the Restored Devote at 5/3. 4 mana for 3 super strong units. Another discovery with this deck, another card that surprised me at how good it can be, was Wastewalker. There's some very obvious synergies here. For example, you play Inventive Chemist on turn 1. The Scrappy Bomb goes off at the start of turn 4. So you play Wastewalker on 3. At the start of turn 4, it's already going to be a 4/4. Then you have burst spells like Unraveled Earth, being able to grow the Wastewalker even further. Of course, there's also just Rockhopper on 2 into Wastewalker on 3 if you have the first priority, and it gets super awkward for your opponent. Apart from that, we play a bit of early curve. We have Treasure Seekers in there just because it's a solid unit, and the Waking Sands are also very good with all of the vulnerable interaction that we have. Akshan I already mentioned. Also, not that hard to level up in this list, and can be another way of triggering your Absolver, of buffing your Absolver if you don't find Ziggs. And can find value, can become a win condition on its own, but the Warlord's Palace or Horde can sometimes also just be fodder for the Desert Naturalist or for Rite of the Arcane or Unleashed Energy. And I added one Taliyah in here as an additional win condition, basically. She also levels in deck. She's fairly easy to level in this list. Comes down kind of late, so I'm not sure about the ratio between Akshan and Taliyah's yet. So far, 2 and 1 has felt great, just to have another big hitter where you really benefit from putting an Absolver onto her. And the last utility cards that I want to touch on. First of all, Explosive Minefield is completely insane. It's such a good aggressive card because you can stun a unit, and then later on, with Unleashed Energy, you can proc that effect again at burst speed. It's so good with priority, with getting a solid open attack and ensuring that a lot of your high-statted units hit your opponent's Nexus. Rite of the Arcane, not sure if I want to have this at 2 or 3 yet. Again, deals with most of the threats in the current meta with your opponent's key cards and value engines. Perseverarium, just landmark synergy and refilling the hand a little bit. And Unraveled Earth is actually one of the highest skill caps cards, especially in this deck, but generally in the game. You very often need to wait and see, like, you need to know when your opponent wants to play their key units, when they want to play their Lulu or their Bandle City Mayor or their Poppy or their Nami, and you want to play Unraveled Earth right before it. Very often you just play this card while you have the attack token, and then you click OK, and your opponent is in a fork, like, okay, either I end the round now and burn a gazillion mana, or I play my unit, it becomes permanently vulnerable, and my opponent might be able to remove it this turn. So this deck is definitely not very easy to play. It requires you to understand the matchups very well, basically, and to know a lot about the current meta. But it is super duper versatile. Another example is Desert Naturalist, that you can sometimes also use to remove your opponent's Bandle tree if you need more time to find your win conditions. It's definitely a super fun one to play though, a very effective one. I did use it to climb to Masters basically, for the final push from Diamond 2 to Masters, and I'm pretty sure you can also easily climb with this in Masters if you play this well. So here I show you some gameplay examples and just some things that I learned while playing the games, discovering a lot of new mechanics with these new cards. I hope it's helpful, I hope it's fun. Enjoy.
Is it the mustache? Who knows?
Finally get it done. We're up against Soul. Climbing as well. Let's see. I always wonder if Naturalist is actually keeping this in a tempo matchup. I think if I would keep her if I had Sarcophagus, the Endless Devout. Just played that without discarding. It's a thing that people only know since a few days that is possible on this patch. Is that if you play Urkin or even Spirit Leech or some Dredger, instead of being forced to discard a card, you can just click the OK button and it summons without discarding. But it gives us some important info on our opponent's hand. And that is that they don't have Fallen Rider and they don't have Lost Soul. Are you tripping? Ballistic bot. Is that a bug or intended? No one really knows. There hasn't been an official statement yet. Like, I could see it be intentional, but then it would be like, I'm just surprised that it didn't get mentioned anywhere. Seems like he's playing a very burn-heavy version of this deck.
Would you look at this place?
Safety disengaged.
So either full swing or pass Entron. Pass Entron looks fine. I'll take it to the gun show. Ben, what's poppin'? Low busters in chat. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. This looks like it's pretty close to Letha on the open attack. With this and this. My opponent probably runs a bunch of burn though. This goes to 5. We have 10, 13, 19 total damage. One gets blocked. Not quite. I should probably push for it though. Pretty brave of my opponent to not develop ever. All right, let's see. Could be Reborn Grenadiers. And of course a bunch of burn that's aimed at removal. Let's see how far the 2 Shapestones can bring us. Well, that's like, what? 8 burn that would have otherwise hit our face. Does look too bad. What is fake Draven as? It's basically what Soul is playing right here. Makes it look like he has a Draven Sion list and people are gonna look for cards like Minimorph and the Mulligan, but in reality it's a full-on burn list. Like a literally full-on burn list. So unless our opponent's draw is entirely ridiculous, we just win next round. With this idea, Ruben Zhu, the game designer, got rank 1 on NA. He had 3 Dravens, 1 Ezreal. Soul here is trying it with 3 Dravens, 1 Sion. Just to make it even less obvious that it's a fake burn list, basically.
Hi, I'm considering getting a new chair. Do you have any recommendations? Smile.
Xylist, thank you for the 9 months, first of all. I mean, the one that I got was... that's like basically the office chair go-to by IKEA. It's called Marcus. And so I got it secondhand from a friend who's gonna move and didn't need it anymore. So far I can recommend it. It's super comfy. But I also don't know much about office chairs, to be honest. I can only tell you that in most cases it's better to invest in an office chair than a gaming chair. Like, office chairs are usually better value for their price, because gaming chairs you also pay for a lot of marketing and brand design and so on. Oh, hello everyone in chat. Okay, give me a second here. I think we drop Akshan. We can go either way. I like Akshan more though. Not gaming too much right now. A couple of normal drafts in League, but that's about it. Yeah, I feel you. And League never really gets old though. They always do just enough, like, fresh stuff, fresh things about the game. And people never fully lose interest in playing it.
Hot on the trail.
I want to block with this, and then I can copy it with Taliyah on 5. And then countdown is going to be at 1. It's going to be perfect. After a game, can I have the fake Draven Escort? I didn't build it yet, technically. Oh man, now I can't swing because I would have to pre-commit Shaped Stone. So this dude gets hit by a poison dart, I might as well swing with him. Oh, I can... Actually, Waking Sands can just take the guy out. And see, on turn 5 I go to Leah, copy this. And then on turn 6, I get both of the units, basically. So for my next attack token, I get 2 5/3 Fearsomes, and I can Unraveled Earth to flip Taliyah at burst speed and open attack. It's gonna be really nasty. Not playing this is peculiar. I guess my opponent wants to keep Mystic Shot here open. Alright, I need a bit of board space though, otherwise I can't summon Unraveled Earth on turn 6. What a gamer.
Scoping the area. Oh, come now.
Well, at least this gives us the board space we need. Should go towards Nexus, I'm pretty sure. My opponent barely has caps at this point. They kind of really need to kill the peddler. Oh, this could be lethal with the unleashed energy. That's a nasty top deck. Holy smokes.
Together, we are stronger than stone, faster than the wind.
I can develop Akshan here. There's no development punish. Like for every unit I play, my opponent plays 1 unit.
And their biscuits.
Don't want to die? Don't do terrible things.
Wait. I can even do unleashed energy on one of my units. This flips. This gets destroyed. I have a board space. I can get a sandstone charger at burst speed. This turn is so insane. Like the power spike from my turn 5 onto my turn 6. Setting up this attack by having had just about no board before. That's just straight up nasty. So right now one of these 3 gets stunned at random by the minefield.
Minding details is my duty.
Alright, let's go get this bread. Do I buff one of these guys? For damage, it would be better to put it on Akshan. I would lose some stuff on board, but I need board space anyway. Ziggs can burn the rest with the Unraveled Earth. So I want the landmark space. I think I like this. It's unfortunate that it hit Caitlyn. I wanted to hit the Station Archivist because my opponent's kind of forced to block with the other units.
Righteously reclaimed.
So this blocks here, which means this blocks here. We get 2 damage and there. And then we have 10. So we need 13. We have 10, 17, 15. That means both have to block if I don't pull. If I do pull, only these 2 can block, right? Block here. My opponent's at 3. But we'll finish them with Ziggs burn. I don't care about the Yordle though. 1 frickin' poison dart, I don't really mind. That's why the Peddler has to block, which is huge.
It doesn't add up.
I'm a peddler, not a meddler.
Kinda has to block Akshan. Either way, it looks doomed for him. Because then I have an extra 5/3 on board.
Would a mushroom help?
Onto Taliyah. You need to invest 4 more burn onto her. I just don't see how my opponent gets out of this. Can play Ziggs right off the Arcane. Could even just open attack with Ziggs and he represents 2 Nexus damage.
Little boom, and one really big one. This'll be a blast.
GG. Oh, that's a good one. 1 more to go. We're playing against the rank 1 on Europe. Wait, I know this list. I've seen it on Twitter. This is gonna be this weird Bandit City Pirates tempo/burn. I don't even know what to call it. Who posted that? It was Sparkling Iced Tea. I wanted to play that later on as well. Alright. Oh, I should have played this on turn 2. That's actually a misplay. Or like on turn 3, so that Waste Walker can get the... No, wait, it does work, right? I can play Waste Walker next turn. This is going to be on 1. Yeah, it actually works out perfectly. So turn 2, my opponent plays Deckhand or Murai Warden or Conchologist. In all cases, I want to play Akshan and not attack if he passes. Okay. Not attack because my opponent can play Deckhand after the attack, have the keg on board, and then their Make It Rain kind of screws me.
Let's get him, crew.
Mana left, that's fine. What's the removal? Group Shot, Make It Rain, Pokey Stick, triple double up.
I'll shoot the wings off a bilge wasp.
Right now?
I think I can throw Akshan into the fray here. The issue is he doesn't level up, which doesn't give me Absolver. In that case. I don't like blocking with this. Could just skip block into Rockhopper. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. I have no healing in this list, but I might out-tempo the guy. And this is nasty. This gives another Gangplank trigger. The start of next round.
Sun's beneath me and winds behind me.
I don't think Entron's good enough. It's very obvious that he wants to play TF, but I kind of have to play into it no matter what. I could play this guy. Bait out a red card, but it wouldn't really be a bait. It would still be a very good red card for him. I'd rather play this after the TF.
Persistence is key.
Came a long way from both.
The other 4-drops are Lecturing, Yordle, and Tenor of Terror, but Tenor is not enabled yet. The Waking Sign's gonna be pretty cute to remove this guy. Into Akshan, probably. Set up red card. Face. Okay, that's wide. Seems like there are... there's not a high amount of given on our opponent's side. Could just let this go through, to be honest. Don't really like it, though. Trade this and it's okay. Block with this is pretty decent. No, I want to keep the overwhelms, right? Ooh, line him up is something that was not in Ice-T's list. Definitely protecting this with a Shaped Stone. Could also just go for a Rite of the Arcane. Remove this instead. Sets up a pretty good open attack. Oh, we made him the poison dart. It's something. Shapestone wouldn't have done it neither. Ah, we can't get the Absolver pre-combat.
Go get the shiny stuff.
Let's take a peek at life beneath the waves.
Oh, the Make It Ray was from Conchologist? Oh, I might have missed it. And it's probably still Ice-T's list. Yeah, that's definitely a Conchologist. Alright, I think we have control over this game now. So important to note here is that Akshan swings before the Waste Walker to get the extra damage. Guy has to block Charger probably. Otherwise he's kinda dead to Ziggs.
Easy does it. Persistence is key.
Alright, so far we're somewhat stable. I'm just afraid of Gangplank. Maybe we should look for a mine thing, explosive. Ziggs is okay. Perseverarium is not bad. It's gonna proc before Waste Walker swings the next time. I think I like Perseverarium, to be honest. Fits perfectly mana-wise here. We have good odds of drawing something that we can use at burst speed next round, right? So like to improve our open attack. Come on, I have what? I had 3 caps in deck. Oh, now he played... Sometimes this game is freaking ridiculous. Pull Kagrat next round? No, because it gets used up by Gangplank. They have lethal. Both of my units die here. I can't not block. What I could consider is just blocking with Akshan. I'm at 2 HP. Does my opponent play for fast speed burn, pokey stick, make it rain, double up? Double Absolver on Akshan. I live at 3, which is pretty safe. Open attack with Shaped Stone, I probably win. I think I like double Absolver on Akshan, to be honest. And I should not play the Rock Hopper because that gives a double up target. This should be GG. I just need to watch out I don't give him a target for double up. Read like a book, baby. GG. We did it. I think we deserve this, Masters. That was a worthy final battle.